We are also following another big story this noon, the retirement of D.C.'s embattled fire chief. Kenneth Ellerbe's time at the department featured numerous scandals and high-profile battles with the firefighters union.
But now the chief is defending his legacy and his leadership. Brianne Carter reports.
After leading the department for 3 years, Fire Chief Kenneth Ellerbe is stepping down in July. Ellerbe, a native Washingtonian, was appointed to the top job back in 2011. Ellerbe says becoming chief was a dream he had when he first started with the department more than 30 years ago. This morning in a statement, he spoke of his accomplishments, saying, quote, "I've checked all of the boxes of the things I said I would do when I was hired. Cadet program, paramedic training program, fleet improvement, and controlling overtime." He goes on to say, "I have no regrets." During his tenure, though, there's been a number of issues, including complaints of poor services, problems with non-working ambulances, vehicles catching fire, allegations of sexual harassment, and personnel shortages.
Chief Ellerbe has been increasingly controversial, and it's almost as if the news stories have been more about him than about efforts that the department has made to improve.
Appearing on News Talk with Bruce DuPoit this morning, D.C. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson said he learned of the chief's plan to retire this morning. He says during his time as chief, improvements have been made. But Mendelson added there's still work to be done.
On the EMS side, we continue to struggle, and that actually is about 80% or more of the calls.
In a statement, Mayor Vincent Gray thanked Ellerbe for his service, adding, quote, "His effort and dedication have been commendable, and I wish him well in all his future endeavors."
Once Chief Ellerbe leaves, Assistant Chief Eugene Jones is set to take over to become the interim fire chief. Now, our own Sam Ford is set to sit down with Chief Ellerbe later today. We'll have much more coming up on ABC 7 News at 5. In Northwest, Brianne Carter, ABC 7 News.
And as Brianne told us, the D.C. Fire Department has been embroiled in controversy through much of Ellerbe's tenure. In February of 2013, the ABC 7 I-team learned that 2 female fire cadets were accusing male staffers of harassing them at the training academy. Just a month later, an injured police officer waited nearly 20 minutes for an ambulance because there wasn't one available. Then in August of 2013, an ambulance assigned to President Obama's motorcade ran out of gas. Just 2 days after that, at least 2 ambulances caught fire.
And one of the department's biggest controversies erupted back in January after firefighters refused to help 77-year-old Cecil Mills as he died of a heart attack across the street from their firehouse. The supervisor, Lieutenant Colleen Davis, retired before any disciplinary action could be taken against her. Several other firefighters are facing disciplinary hearings. And make sure you stay with ABC 7 News for continuing coverage on the D.C. Fire Chief's retirement. We're gathering information right now, and you can look for those updates on our website, WJLA.com. And once again, D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford is meeting with Ellerbe this afternoon, and he will have his report tonight on ABC 7 News at 5.